When the Brazilian national team arrived at the Meadowlands in New Jersey, they were surrounded by a crowd that expected nothing less than a victory. To the thousands in attendance, this round of 16 match against Norway was a formality. This timeline tracks Brazil's progress over the last 36 years. Every tournament since 1990 is marked by a clear path to at least the final 8. It is a record of consistency that no other nation on earth can match. For the current generation of stars, including Vinicius Jr., this history isn't an inspiration, it's a requirement. They arrived in North America tasked with maintaining a 3-decade standard of excellence. Failing to reach the quarterfinals would mean more than an early flight home. It would snap the longest active streak of success in international football, ending a period of stability that has defined the team for over 30 years. This tally chart compares Brazil's record against every other nation versus their specific history with Norway. Despite their trophy cabinet, the Selection has played Norway 5 times and has never recorded a single win. Norway entered this tournament with their most talented roster in decades. Leading this group is Erling Haaland, a striker whose physical profile and scoring rate make him the most dangerous individual threat in the modern game. Behind him, Martin Odegaard provides the tactical vision. He is the engine of the Norwegian side, capable of identifying gaps in an opponent's defense and triggering a transition in a matter of seconds. This combination, a squad immune to Brazilian intimidation, and 2 of Europe's most efficient players, turned this match into a calculated trap for the favorites. Brazil opened the match by trying to smother the Norwegians. They used an aggressive high press, hoping to force an early error and settle the nerves of the crowd. The pressure worked initially, creating a series of dangerous chances. Vinicius Jr. found space for a low, driven shot that required a fingertip save from Norway's Ørjan Nyland to keep the match level. But as the first half progressed, Brazil's urgency began to look like desperation. Gabriel Martinelli had a chance to take the lead with an open header, but he misjudged the flight of the ball and missed the target entirely. Norway's ability to survive that opening 30-minute blitz without conceding changed the energy of the match. The burden of the scoreboard was now resting entirely on the Brazilian attackers. The momentum shifted permanently when Brazil was awarded a penalty. Bruno Guimarães stepped up with a chance to break the deadlock, but his shot was at a comfortable height for Nyland, who parried it away. Following the miss, Brazil's disciplined shape began to dissolve. Players started abandoning their positions to chase the ball, resulting in a series of rushed passes and predictable attacking sequences. The anxiety was most visible when the teenage substitute, Endrick, was played through on a clear one-on-one. With only the keeper to beat, he rushed his finish and sent the ball wide of the post. Wasting high-quality chances is a risk against any opponent, but it is a choice that usually leads to disaster when facing a team designed to play on the counterattack. This tactical map shows the Brazilian defense in the final 10 minutes. The yellow line is pushed to the halfway circle, leaving the back half exposed. Norway exploited this. Shelterup cut inside, delivering a cross to Haaland, who held off the defender to head home. Minutes later, the lead was doubled. Haaland took a touch outside the area and fired a low shot that clipped the inside of the far post before settling into the side bedding. The result wasn't a matter of luck. Norway successfully executed a strategy that used Brazil's own offensive desperation against them, waiting for the exact moment the favorites overextended. Neymar converted a penalty in the final seconds of stoppage time, but there was no time left for a comeback. The match ended moments later. In the stands, the Brazilian faithful leaned over the railings in shock. For the first time in over 3 decades, their team had been eliminated before the quarterfinals. While the favorites mourned, the Norwegian fans celebrated. Erling Haaland led the crowd in a synchronized Viking row, marking a milestone for a nation that had never reached this stage of the tournament. These 2 reactions highlight the different pressures at play. One side struggled under the weight of an expected legacy, while the other was fueled by the pursuit of a new achievement. For Neymar and his teammates, the return home will be difficult. They're the first squad in 36 years to fail the quarterfinal standard, and the national debate over their performance will likely last for years. This result also ensures a strange statistical fact remains intact. After 5 attempts across several decades, Brazil has still never managed to beat a Norwegian national team. For Norway, the win secures their first ever trip to a World Cup quarterfinal, validating the investment in their current roster and proving they can compete with the most successful teams in the world. This match will be remembered for the specific achievement of a disciplined underdog. Norway reached a national milestone by ending the most consistent streak in World Cup history.